Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Shaman's Horde on Nyxus Gaming. We are here for the penultimate guide in Fallout New Vegas, the Lonesome Road. We're actually standing at the second half here next to the Sunstone Tower roof. I say next to, we're actually on top of it. We're going to work on another one of the challenges today. I think I had it open. It is the Nostalgia Challenge. Basically, throughout the divide, there are 10 journal entries for you to find of people who used to live here. And you get all 10, you satisfy the challenge. Now, they are all going to be in the second half of the divide here, starting with the spot next to the Sunstone Tower roof, right down there. I don't recommend jumping down off of here if you're in a normal playthrough. I just have God mode enabled. And I'm pretty sure it should be somewhere around here in this little duffel bag. You will find... wrong duffel bag. It's actually, I was looking in the one over there. It is right over here, actually. In this duffel bag, you will find Private Foster's personal journal. Once you take it, it'll be added to your inventory, and you'll just go in and give it a nice little read here. Jesus, this place is a hellhole. I heard it was bad from some of the guys coming back, but Jesus, Henriksen bought it when one of those unexploded warheads went off, and Jenkins, those things got him. I don't know what they were exactly. Ghouls maybe, but nasty fuckers. Lieutenant thinks they were drawn by the explosion that killed Henriksen. Think we're all gonna die here. And that is the first of 10. Let's proceed to the next. This is the location of the 3rd Street Municipal Building, just to the southwest of the Sunstone Tower roof. You'll come up here to the first accessible floor, and it's going to be on this terminal right here. Now, I'm not exactly sure which of these entries gives you the credit for the challenge, but we'll go ahead and read all 3. Starting with the Treasurer's Report. Somebody from the political office should keep an eye on those guys down at the water treatment plant. That's the 3rd request for extra funds I've had to deny this month. Do they think we're made of money? I swear, it's like they want the communists to win. Got an inner office email here. Attention all base personnel. Do not engage the protesters outside the construction zone. I know, the presence of those freedom-loving no-goodniks fills my brain with the white-hot rage of capitalist justice. But the political office has something planned for them, and you mooks better not screw it up. Commander Devlin. And then a memo from Commander Devlin himself. Attention all base personnel, we will soon play host to one of the greatest American patriots of our day, General Wellesley himself. For those of you whose family trees don't fork, the General is Chief Liaison Officer for the Big MT Research Facility. He and his team are paying us a visit to collect our guests and take them someplace where they can do some good for their country beyond stinking of patchouli and shooting the LSD. Commander Devlin. So we get a nice little reference to another one of the DLCs there, the Big Empty, Old World Blues, and I don't think the protesters are gonna be getting sent there. I don't think they'll like getting sent there, that's what I meant to say. But that should satisfy 2 out of 10 for the challenge. This next one is in the Cave of the Addendum. Be wary, there are a lot of tunnelers that like to hang out here, but as you enter, you're just gonna want to move forward into this little nook and cranny here, and I think it's gonna be in the suitcase, Sunflower Summers Diary. Let's go ahead and load that up on the good old notes. Dear Diary, I think we did it. We finally convinced the death merchants to hear our beautiful Mother Earth's cries. I just had a personal meeting with the base commander, who said they would be taking a long, hard look at our demands and preparing something special for us. I can't wait to see what it is. I bet it's a full nuclear disarmament. Well, she might be a little disappointed when she goes to Big Mountain. Next up, we arrive at the Boxwood Hotel roof here, almost all the way through the divide. This one's going to be just to the east as you finally get down off the roof. Again, I don't recommend jumping down, but we're going to be looking around here for a duffel bag surrounded by a couple of skeletons. Oh, looks like this is the one right here. In here, we're gonna find the mission report. Let's go ahead and read up on that. Initial recon of the Divide has met with heavy resistance. These ghouls, the troopers have started calling them marked men, are smarter than the typical ferals we're used to. Yesterday we found some old pre-war cages they've used to capture Deathclaws. God knows what they were planning to do with them, but one of the things must have escaped. Judging from the carnage, I've ordered double watches until we find it. Oh, it would be a shame if we were to come across some of those Deathclaws around here. There are actually a lot of Deathclaws that spawn in this area, so just be wary of that when you go for that note. Speaking of Deathclaws, there is a unique one nearby here. We aren't going to fight it in this episode, but right there is the blue trailer that we went behind to find the note. If you continue down this way, past that water main there is going to be the entrance to Roar's Lair, a unique and very powerful Deathclaw that you will be trapped inside to fight unless you can blow up a warhead and get out. But we're looking for this duffel bag right here. I was actually wrong once again. This duffel bag is actually inside Roar's Lair here. You can see a warhead that I missed, but basically what happens is you blow up a warhead to get in here, and you're trapped here fighting Roar, and the only way to get out is to blow up that warhead there. But before you do, you're just going to come into this duffel bag, grab the NCR radio distress beacon.
Mayday! 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 This is NCR Trooper Gleason, calling anyone listening on this channel. My platoon has been wiped out, and I am pinned down by a goddamn huge Deathclaw in a place called the Divide. So far, I've been able to scare it away with flares, but I lack any explosives to kill the damn thing. Please assist. I say again, please assist. Mayday! 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 This is NCR Trooper Gleason, calling anyone listening on this channel.
So it seems one of the NCR troopers made their way here and got a personal meeting with Roar herself. Yeah, not a fun Deathclaw to fight, as you can tell. This next one is at the wastewater treatment plant a little bit further into the Divide. As mentioned by the 3rd Street Municipal Building, after you detonate the warhead right about here somewhere, you're going to want to drop down here to this little campfire with a bunch of duffel bags, and I believe one of these has the NCR Ranger Action Reports. 3rd Platoon Cazador Company, 4th Ranger Battalion Action Report. Staff Sergeant Balmoral reporting. We've reached the area local tribes call the Divide, but so far I don't think this will be a suitable route for bringing troops to Hoover Dam. The terrain is a nightmare, we've seen evidence of hostile indigenous life, and the Geiger counters are ticking like grandfather clocks on turbo. Full report when the advanced scouts come back at 2300, but as of now, I'm recommending we abandon this mission. So it appears even the NCR isn't really having a good time here. But that's not all you can find here. If you look around for a second duffel bag, you'll find the addendum to it as well. Go ahead and open that up. 3rd Platoon, Cazador Company, 4th Ranger Battalion Action Report, Addendum, Staff Sergeant Balmoral reporting again. Looks like we aren't the only ones that had the idea to check this place out. Our advanced scouts encountered heavy Legion activity in the area. The troopers are gearing up to hit them tonight, hopefully, before they know we're here. Simple enough from these last two, you're just going to want to walk up this scaffolding here, and there's going to be a terminal owned by someone named Jackie in this little hallway here that you'll want to check out. From here, you got a few entries, and again, I'm not sure which one activates the challenge, so we'll read them all. Noise. Swear to God, if I lose one more night of sleep over these noises, I'm going to strangle somebody. Knocking pipes, my ass. Do these slumlords think it's easy running the safety protocols for an entire ICBM launch complex on 2 hours sleep? It's a goddamn miracle nobody started World War III over a low-flying titmouse. Earthquakes. Fantastic. Now there's earthquakes. Earthquakes! Sure, Commander Devlin says they're minor ones and nothing to worry about, but come on, earthquakes. Did no one think to check fault lines before they built a massive underground missile complex? Your tax dollars at work, folks. Swear to God, when my term's up, I'm moving to Canada. And more earthquakes. Minor and nothing to worry about. If that last quake wasn't a 5.0 at least, I'm Dean Domino. Another reference to a different DLC. That's it. I'm requesting a transfer before the whole I'm assuming an earthquake happened at the end of that terminal entry. Either that, or that's when the divide became the divide. Who knows? Still by the wastewater treatment plant, except this time inside. If you work your way all the way to the end, it's not very far in. There will be a terminal here for the manager. Email to City Treasurer. Commander Devlin, I apologize for emailing you again, but I still haven't received a response to my previous 7 emails. Once again, we desperately need more funding to improve safety protocols at the water treatment plant. Current protocols are absolutely appalling, and I don't even want to think about the consequences of a failure on the local water supply. Specialist Alan Rothschild. And a reply from the City Treasurer. Listen here, you pinko commie-eyed puke. I got your lily-livered defeatist emails. I ignored them because they made me throw up in my mouth. You understand we're fighting a war here against the Reds, and the only thing standing between you and hot atomic Armageddon is me and my base full of giant nuclear missiles? Answer me this, Specialist Batinsky. If the American people are overrun by Kremlin Joe and his Chicom cronies, what good will clean drinking water be? Commander Devlin. I mean, he's got a point. He could have said it a little bit nicer, but he does have a point. What's the point of clean drinking water if you're gonna taste hot atomic Armageddon, as he said? And just to show here, it's literally just a small little walk from the entrance over to that office area. You might run into a few tunnelers or a few marked men, but nothing too dangerous. And the 10th and final note is gonna be inside the waste disposal station here. And really there's no reason to go into this place unless you're looking for this note. As far as I know, I may be wrong, but be wary. There is a lot of radioactive barrels, and you might run into a few tunnelers. Although I only ran into them on my way back through here, back to the beginning. But here at the end of the tunnel, you'll find this skeleton clutching a note. And with that, we have found all the journal divides, all the journal entries in the divide. But let's go ahead and read that note for whoever finds this. If you find this, my name is James Rubinek. I'm a trader from the hub. Thought I'd found a new route to Markets East. Guess now I know why no routes go through this godforsaken place. Legs broken, can't get out. And even if I could, there's those crazed ghouls and those digging things waiting for me. Please get this note to my ex-wife Anna. Tell her what happened. Tell her how I died. And I guess you can tell that cheating bitch I hope she's happy with that limp dick Rory Spencer. For whoever finds this, huh? That's gonna satisfy the nostalgia challenge, which is all I really wanted to knock out today. So thank you all for watching. And here in a couple weeks, we're gonna revisit this lonesome road, and we're gonna have probably the final guide for Fallout New Vegas that I want to do. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.